you might look at my team here. Level 35 John Cena, Legendary 5 Trish Stratus at level 22, and Legendary 1 Daniel Bryan at level 24. And you might look at them, because these are right now my top 3 characters, and think, hey, you should always put the top characters in. Which, you know, seems like a good idea. It typically would be a good idea. So I'm going to go into a show match right now. I'm not actually going to play it, but this is just to show what you might be doing wrong. If I do that, this is the matchup I'm given. 3 different Legendary 7 characters. I don't want that. That is a bad thing. I might not win. It's not a good idea to go into that battle. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to put in John Cena because he is, again, the most powerful character in the game. And I'm going to toss in a bunch of crappy characters. For this, I've intentionally, once I learned this, stopped leveling up my bronze characters. So I've got a Legendary 2 Trish Stratus, level 24. And regular, new Brie Bella. And I have not been using my silvers. I'm probably going to sell them off because I have more than I need. But let's take her in there, take them in there, and go back into a show match. And I'm doing the show match for the sake of brevity. And this is a much more manageable team to deal with. There's no Legendary 7s here. I'm going to go in, and it's, again, this gives you the path of least resistance. I'm going to rely entirely on John Cena Evolved's superb passive skill here. Right now, he's still got double attack until he gets hit. So, unless she tags out, oops, or I get hit like moron, then I would have been able to knock her out without even having to deal with it. And you want to knock characters out as soon as possible, because this game's still pretty buggy. So, if you don't do it, you open yourself up to this kind of crap. That is what I'm talking about. That is tag out before you get messed up. And then, hopefully. And that's just one of the bugs of the game. I don't know if this is maybe because I'm recording it, but here it's getting buggy again. So, but it's one-on-one. I can deal with that, and we'll just use a power to knock her out. And come on, use it. I think I'm in double power right now. Oop. So, the whole point of this is, if you got John Cena, you already know how strong he is. If you don't have John Cena, save up, get him, just buy him, and maybe copy what I'm doing. So I'm going to run through the complete show match, but you're going to see, compared to that first one that that first matchup with the 3 Legendary 7s, it's going to be so much easier to deal with. I mean, if you've got Legendary 7s, then, you know, feel free to just try for competition's sake. But if you want to rise up the leaderboards, if you want to go all the way to the top, then you're probably going to want to copy this formula. Now, there are other powerful characters, but again, John Cena is just way more powerful than the rest of them. I will tell you that, in my experience, I find the Gold Undertaker to be the weakest character. Triple H, King of Kings, and Daniel Bryan, are some of the stronger characters in the game because they just have sick damage naturally. Whereas, and no real downsides outside of maybe a little bit of low health, but if you're good at blocking, or you believe that the best defense is a good offense, then you'll want to do that. And I only use this super because he's in 10 times power, and if he blocked, I would have killed him. Oops, and I just got one to the chin. There's a choke slam. But that's okay, because again, Undertaker's probably the weakest character in the game when it comes to this. The only real difference for him is he has he's got really slow recovery time, just really slow. I'm not really thinking about it right now. and that even includes his get-up speed. He has a few more frames for get-up, which can throw your timing off if you're trying to time the window for when they would run straight into your fist. Now, the problem you're going to run into is, your characters can't stay low forever. So I don't know how long this will work. Again, I do believe John Cena will probably end up getting nerfed at some point. Maybe his buff only lasts, say, 10 to 20 seconds instead of the remainder of a match. But in the meantime, use it. Use it until it gets nerfed. Because this is probably the best way to rise up the tournaments. And I suggest you do the online stuff first anyhow, because they have the daily rewards, and you can get about 10,000 coins just if you can complete all 3. Which is almost always one based around gathering renown, and then maybe a character-specific one. It's just slow to deal with. Oh, that wasn't enough to kill him. I know he can. This gold one gets dead man passive every once in a while, but I haven't seen it forever, so maybe they already took that out of the game. Which means I need to change my guide on Sage Gamer. But till then, and goodbye. So that is it. Remember, don't take your strongest characters into the match. Sometimes you want to take a knife to a gunfight, instead of the old adage. That is it for now. Now, this right here, the strategy, by the way, I would normally do a main event. I only did the show because of the daily quests and to be brief with the video. I didn't want to go into the 10-minute category. Afterwards, when you go back in, feel free to use your stam on online just for John Cena. You can switch out all the characters you want. I mean, when you're editing the team, just toss in other weak characters, and just hope the matchmaking is fair. I've again left a couple of characters just slightly gimped and low, especially my newer ones, just so if I go back in, I want to find someone else, and just keep on switching out a bunch of scrubs, because that right there, that's an easy matchup. That's way too easy when you've got a level 35 John Cena. That is it for now. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to Sage Gamer TV.